All right.
I think we got some fun stuff to talk about tonight, don't we, hon?
Yeah, we do. We're going to talk about, so last week we did our like Disney love story for Valentine's Day, and we wanted to talk about some of our favorite Disney date nights that we had, and then we just ran out of time. So
yeah, hour goes by so quick.
It does. An hour goes by so quick. So
well, let's go ahead and roll the intro and let some more people join us. All right, and I see Russ is here already. Hopefully that means the mic's working, the sound's working. We have great things to report tonight. We ate food already.
Yeah.
We have cleaned up our food.
Yeah.
And actually started the live stream pretty much on time. Well,
Wally's still slowly working on his dinner.
Eating.
He is like the world's slowest eater, much like his dad.
No, I ate faster than you tonight.
Well, you also started like 10 minutes before me.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So, welcome, Russ. I already gave his shout out, but I
had to explain.
She had to explain that while we roll in the
Mark
intro.
Does not understand.
I don't get that. Hey, Amanda.
Hey.
And hey.
And Chris.
And Chris.
Oh, he's here for one reason.
Oh boy.
Just watch out or he'll come crashing his drone right through the middle of the show.
That was a good episode today, Chris. Enjoyed that.
Chris, the question I had though was the epic crashing sound that it made. Was that actually what it sounded like when it crashed into the ice, or did you insert that? Because
fake sound.
It was very intense. Too soon. Amanda says too soon. I'm sorry. We're still mourning the loss of the first drone. Sometimes drones crash. Yep. Sometimes drones. Well, especially if you had a drone, Wally would crash all the time.
Oh no, I don't attack!
All right. Well, honey, shh, buddy. Eat your food.
Eat some more food, remember? Go eat all your dinner. Oh my gosh, she's like so distracted.
There's the admission. Fake sounds.
Okay, I thought it was too good to be true. But, $1 million drone. Is that how the insurance policy works? Once you break one, they send you an upgrade.
Thanks, Amanda. Trying to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, we tried to have all of our all the bases covered today. So,
well,
and
thanks everyone for joining us from the live place. We're actually listed over there. Thank you, Dean, for letting us into the lineup. So we're
super
here.
Excited about that. So,
thanks to all of his work over there, like putting together all the streamers.
If you haven't seen the live place here, I just want to show it because I think it's
it's
one
really
of the
cool.
Coolest
it
things.
Is really cool.
And Russ told us about this.
Yeah.
And I just think it's so neat. So let me just load this up and share this really quick.
And Chris, to answer your question, that is our house in the background.
Yep. Oh, that's bizarre. Why is it doing it like that?
Do this other one, maybe?
This? There we go.
Okay.
I've never seen you do that. So this is the live place, which is a whole website, and he also has a YouTube channel as well. But it is dedicated to live streamers. So it shows you. So there we are. Which is really cool. So it shows you all these different broadcasts that are either live now or going live this week. And you can do it by channel. So these are all the channels included. And I know you can do filters.
Yeah, you can look at it by date. So they show it by dates.
Oh, but then you can also do it by different topic areas as well. And they're all family friendly live streaming channels, which is really cool. So anyway, if you haven't checked out the live place yet, go do that. Okay, hold on, Wally. Let me stop sharing.
Whoa, whoa.
He says, "Can anybody see me?" Okay, go ahead and show him.
My new car.
That's a really cool new car.
My new car too.
You're building all the cars. Everything on
Oh,
the
yeah.
wheels.
Amanda's releasing.
Yes.
Releasing.
Yeah. So
Hasn't
other
been-
big news for our channel. We're partnering with a bunch of other awesome channels, and Amanda at Magic for Four is one of those channels. And then my friend Heather over at Moana Mom, and my friend Ajana Claire over at Zoel's World. The four of us are going to start doing a Disney Moms chat. I think twice a month is what we're going to start with, just to fit that into our schedule. So stay tuned for more details on that. But we're really excited about that. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Question in the comments. What
Does Wally think is the most dope? I'm not reading that out loud. You almost got me, Chris. I'm not reading that out loud.
Yeah, and put the Russ.
Yes.
You
and
put it
this
down in the
is-
chat.
This is Dean's channel, the
Yep.
live place on YouTube.
So I think on Mondays and Wednesdays or Thursdays, he does a recap of what's coming up that week,
Mhm.
what he's known and has heard from the streamers, what they're talking about. So thanks for putting that in, Russ.
Yeah, Chris, you almost got me.
Maybe that's- maybe that's your repayment for ripping the drone blade off. Hey buddy, can you take a couple bites?
Yeah, can you take a couple bites of your food? Here. I swear, like he doesn't eat it unless I put it in his mouth. Here, take a bite. Take a bite. Take a bite.
Why do you have to make me food all the way?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
All right. So one thing I don't know, honey, is where all the pictures are at.
Oh,
For
they're
tonight's
on
fun and
my-
games.
They're here. Hold on. Let me
Yep.
go.
Pointing in the general direction. Okay, I got it from here. I got it from here.
No, you don't.
I got it from here. I can find this.
There you go. Okay.
I could have found that.
So we're gonna share some of what's been some of our favorite Disney date nights. Nope. See, you don't know what you're doing. Those are in here. They're in here.
Oh, that's right. So gotcha. Okay, I see what we're doing.
So the first
Okay.
place we're gonna hop over.
What are we
to-
doing first? Did we already tell people what we're doing?
Yeah, we've said it like 3 times. We're sharing some of our favorite Disney date nights that we've had.
Yeah.
So these could be like suggestions for things you guys could do for Disney date night, but these are also just some of the favorite things we've done when it's been just the two of us in Disney.
And then what? It's kind of boring when it's
It's kind of boring when it's just the two of us. I agree, Wally. We haven't done one of these in a while because Wally got old enough that he like knew what Disney was, and so then that wasn't happening. And then COVID happened, so
Yep.
it wasn't an option anyway.
Yep.
All right, so the first place we're gonna hop over to
Don't we have to do like a snap?
is Epcot.
What?
Don't do a snap. I feel like that's bad. Like bad omen from like
What?
Avengers.
Oh yeah. Well, that's kind of like the snap. This
The-
was
yeah.
this is like a
That was
magical.
a snap, not the snap.
This is like a magical snap.
All right, so when was this? This was like the last adult only trip we took to Disney.
Wait, we took
Um,
adult only trips to Disney?
Once Wally came into the scene. I'm gonna start with this one. So this was over my birthday. I think it was the last Christmas that we were actually in the Disney parks too. And so we stayed at the boardwalk and we met up with some friends, which was super fun. And we went into Epcot and we did a dinner at Monsieur Paul. So if you have not been here yet, definitely it's pricey for sure, but it is well worth.
There we go.
Well
Make
worth
it
it.
a little bigger. Okay.
I'm gonna go back over here. Whoa.
Well, we just gotta scroll.
No, stop.
No scrolling.
I'm gonna hit the comments back up.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. And Russ says, well, you weren't supposed to go to Disney unless you had kids, I've heard. And Amanda says, oh, dinner in France, so romantical. Yeah.
And we missed Diz Infinity in here.
Oh, yay. Welcome.
Thanks for joining us.
I'm not sure how far back.
Oh, that was way up there. Hello,
There we
Mark
go.
and Irene. There we go.
So we did a dinner at Monsieur Paul, which was really fantastic. And it's up. I'll let you do it. I got the kind of the token meal I feel like that they have there. It's their oh my gosh, it's sea bass because we made a joke about Animal Crossing when we were there, which I don't think anybody got.
No, nobody got it.
But yeah,
This is why you don't take us out.
this was the
You don't go places with
sea
us.
bass, and it has like little scalloped potatoes on top of it. It was so fantastic, and we had like a delicious salad, and it was just a really, really, really nice meal. And then, what are you trying to do?
I was trying to zoom in, but tonight it's not letting me zoom.
Well, I don't think you're.
There we go.
You really don't need to zoom in on it.
I wanted to see that.
So you can see all the potatoes. Amanda says, I would get it. I love Animal Crossing. I think like
Animal Crossing?
Wally loves Animal Crossing too. We were vlogging at this time. Newly vlogging. I think this was like our first trip with our new camera actually. And we made a vlog. And we say that because I was like, oh, it's the sea bass. And Mark was like, wait, how much money do you get for a sea bass? It was like before the new Animal Crossing even came out.
Yes. Maybe we should replay that episode sometime because it'll get more likes now.
Right. So then afterwards, we actually were able to go and see Candlelight Processional. And we didn't have like the tickets to it. We didn't do the dining for it because we just really didn't know what our timing was going to be. But we just decided to wait in the standby line and see if we could get in. And it was like such a cold night. I remember it was like so cold. And that line was like so cold because you're right by the lake. And it just was like the air was so cold.
And everyone was bailing.
Yeah. So we actually got in. I think we were like the last people they let in before they cut the line.
Yeah. And we got seated right like back row.
Yeah, so we got to like everybody walked in right
where the
by us.
processional like starts and walks in.
So that was really cool. And then afterwards we went and stood up on the restaurant in Japan on the balcony so there's Teppanyaki in the back, and then in the front is like the sit down restaurant. I don't know what it's called because I've never eaten there because we always do Teppanyaki. But there's a balcony in front of there. And it had the most incredible view for Illuminations. I don't know if it's going to be the same for Harmonious. I would assume it would still be a really good view, but it was our last time getting to see the holiday overlay for Illuminations. So it was like a pretty like emotional moment. And that was also the holiday version of Illuminations was Wally's first ever fireworks show too. So it just kind of has a extra special meaning to us. So
I'm freaking out.
What?
You're freaking out? Why are you freaking out?
I think I like to put down but not supposed to be happening in our house.
This is Japan, not China.
Yes, this is Japan.
Japan.
Ah!
Oh, is that the same
What?
picture?
Now you're coming over.
Oh, yeah. See, look, you can see the different explosions.
Yes.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. So that was like definitely one of our favorite Disney date nights that we ever had. It was just so like nice to have a really good dinner and just take our time and mostly our Paul's like really cool because you get to like walk upstairs. It's just like the ambiance is really great there.
Yeah.
I read my teeth. Maybe you might keep
Are we
watching.
doing that one next?
I would not suggest bringing a child to Monster.
No.
You might keep watching in my camera.
Oh, you might see a monster walking in your camera? Ooh, I don't know.
Guess
You
we,
might
guess
keep
we don't need Wally
walking
cam
that way.
anymore.
We can take that
Since
off.
Wally's here.
All right, so then the next one, we're going to hop over to
Is that where we're going?
go over to Brand.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, Wally.
Wait, are we doing them in this order or are we doing them
We're
in
doing that order.
this order?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do you know what you're doing?
yeah, I do. No, we're not doing brand.
Yes.
No.
No, can't
Oh,
go
sorry.
right on battle.
Oh,
Green
I
screen.
don't know what I'm doing. You got to do the snap then.
I don't want to do this.
Wally, do the snap. Wow.
All right, we're gonna hop over to Batu. So this was like probably one of my favorite like ever nights that we got to spend in Disney. And don't start with that one.
I know. I realized that after I did it.
I know. We should have like queued these all up first.
Yeah, we changed our modus operandi.
He turned Wally turn back on.
Okay,
you gotta
well, you gotta
sit
go back
there and
over
eat your
there.
food.
Will you go back over there if we turn Wally
No.
cam back off?
You have
You
to
gotta get rid
watch.
of the thumbnails.
You have to watch on any water on Wally's dad. I'm telling
Okay.
you to turn it back on.
No, we're
Nope.
not gonna put Wally cam on to see if we can
Oh.
see them on
Why don't you
screen.
eat your food, bud?
You didn't tell T.
So we actually went for opening
Oh,
day
Mommy,
of
I
Galaxy's
don't know.
Edge, so that was really fun. But that was like a marathon day. So we were up at like 3 a.m. to be over the boardwalk by 4
4 or
a.m.
5, yeah.
And our tour took off. We did a VIP tour for opening day of Galaxy's Edge, which was really awesome. And I highly recommend doing a VIP tour if you have like 8 best friends. Is it 10 people?
It's 10 people, yeah.
So find 8 best friends and do a VIP tour and split it. And you
Yeah.
all have to be on the same page of what you want to do.
Mhm.
But we were able to do it was a group of 20 of us. So we actually had 2 tour guides, which was really nice. And that format worked out really well too,
Yeah.
because then you could like
A
mix
group could
in
go
between.
one place, a group
It's
could go
to you.
another.
Yeah.
That
Which is
means
nice.
And so we did opening day. So we we were up super early. And then
Hey, Wally.
at the last minute, we were able to get a reservation
Okay.
for Oga's Cantina, which was pretty awesome on opening day. Here, Wally, stop focusing on all your dishes. Eat some food. So we decided to go back to Batu. So after
Back to Batu.
after we had done like a full day of VIP tour, opening of the park, we went back to Batu, like did a long afternoon, and then we went back to our room, and I don't even think we took a nap. I think we just took a shower because
I think
it
we
was
took a
like-
shower because we were spent at that
Yeah.
point.
And then we went back to do our reservation at Oga's Cantina.
Yep.
And that was just such a magical night. So much fun, so much energy to be there. We got super lucky too, because they actually gave us like the corner booth. And some friends came and met up with us too, and we were able to get them in on our reservation. And so it was just like one of those like super magical nights. We're just, I don't know, we were so
Mhm.
excited about the opening of Galaxy's Edge and getting to experience all the magic of Batu. And I love DJ Rex. Like, I don't know, DJ Rex I think is just so cool. So we shut down Oga's Cantina, and we're like some of the very last people to walk out of Galaxy's Edge. Wally's very upset that he has to sit and eat his dinner. So it was a really, really long day, but it was a really fun day. And it was really awesome to get to experience opening day at Oga's Cantina, like at night.
Why do that
So-
happen to me? I'm nothing but mommy and daddy.
Why does this have to happen to me?
Ow!
I know, we're so mean, aren't we? Making you eat dinner. I know. I'm so sorry. Well, if you're gonna sit over here, you gotta eat dinner.
I'm
Can you
going-
sit right here in your special seat and eat your dinner? There you go.
Hmm.
There you go. Oh, I know. Oh my goodness, we're so mean. We're just so mean. So yes, so I would highly recommend a date night on Batu if you can swing that. We did do Oga's with him when we went to Disneyland a year ago. What? You can see what you're in.
Huh?
Yep. Who is this? Lumiere
Hmm.
and Cogsworth.
Hmm.
And that was not as much fun. It was not as much fun to go with a toddler, and they put us at the bar, which is standing.
Yeah,
So I
put us
had to like
standing at a
hold
bar
him the
with
whole time.
little
It
guy.
was just not ideal.
No.
So, while we do love Oga's Cantina a lot, and we think the ambiance is really fun, it's not the best place to go with a kid for sure. He had fun, like he got to do the porg drink, and that was really fun. And they have some really fun like non-alcoholic drinks for kiddos, and he really liked the DJ and the
Wally Boo.
music, but it was just not as much fun with a small child for sure.
Because they do this.
Yes, they do. All right, so now we're gonna hop over to the other coast. No literal hopping needed.
No, let me hit.
To Disneyland.
No, I want
Okay, ready, set. All right.
to.
So,
Ooh.
yeah, and Amanda says we did do yogas with the kids and it was okay, but we had to stand too. It's just hard. I mean, it's fun. Like the environment's super fun, and I think they really like enjoy it. And they have some fun like snacks and like the bubbling drinks and stuff are super fun, but definitely not not the best with kiddos. Let's see. Update. So I don't know if you guys know Pete, but if you're following along with him, really good to hear this update that
this is great
Pete
news.
is out of the hospital, resting at home. So yeah, definitely send thoughts and prayers to Pete for a quick recovery and that he can be feeling much better and back to himself here soon. So thank you for sharing the update. That's really, really good to know that he is out. So and Russ says, yes, he just wants to be the center of attention. Yes, that is very true.
Hey, Wally Boo, let's not do that, please.
Wally, don't shake the
I'm
light.
not trying.
I know
I
you're
know.
just trying to knock it over, aren't you?
No,
Just
I-
Trying
oh
to
my
create
goodness,
havoc.
look at those delicious carrots.
So let's see. We
my
already
goodness.
snapped. We're already in. I totally
Yes.
missed that. We're already in
Yes.
Disneyland.
So this is another favorite Disney date for sure. And this was actually from our honeymoon. So this is definitely a favorite Disney memory that we have. But just in general, as a Disney date night, we would recommend if you want to go to a nice dinner inside Disneyland Park, Blue Bayou is super fun. The ambiance of it, again, is just really fun because you're actually in the Pirates ride. We actually now, I think, much prefer, if we're going to do like a nice dinner in Disney, probably would prefer going over to DCA and doing, oh my gosh, why can't I think of the name of it?
Carthay Circle.
Carthay Circle,
Yep.
thank you. I think that's probably more our preference now, but if you haven't done Blue Bayou, I would definitely recommend it as a first time visit to Disneyland. It's a must do, and we haven't been in a while. We should go again. It is a really fun restaurant, and if you like like gumbo and like New Orleans style food,
You're not supposed to do
we
this.
do not throw rolls in the
No,
boats.
That gets you kicked out of the park. We like to stay in the park, so don't throw rolls.
Yeah,
but you could.
Yeah. Amanda says, I want to eat there so bad. It is. I think it's like, it's a must do for Disneyland for sure. And it's just really cool. Like, I know there's restaurants in Disney World where you're technically like eating inside the ride, like the rotating one, the what's the garden one in Epcot where you eat inside Living with the Land. Oh my gosh, I'm like blanking.
Garden,
on
yeah,
everything.
isn't it garden something?
I don't know. Apparently, I'm
come
really
on in the
late.
comments. We need your help.
It's Wednesday. I'm tired.
Yeah.
But I mean, there is that experience. And technically, like I think the closest experience, Garden Grill. Thank you. The closest experience in Disney World is probably the restaurant inside the Mexico Pavilion. It's the same kind of experience because you get to see the boats going by on the Three Caballeros ride, but I think that it's cooler because you're really like in the bayou. So like the setting and I don't know. I mean, it's similar to Mexico, but it's the Pirates ride. So, you know, it's like Pirates of the Caribbean. It's just
I don't know if you were looking
cooler.
for it, but
San
San
Angelian,
Angelian, yes. Came in, so.
So do a dinner at Blue Bayou. And this was our like super fun. I think this was our dinner. I don't know if I have a picture of the dessert in there, but we had like a big ice cream sundae that looked like a pirate boat. So that was really fun. And then after that, going and doing some of the rides in the park.
A date night in Disneyland.
Yeah. And so one that we think is just really romantic and fun is to do the Casey Jr. train and ask to sit in the caboose. And that's definitely like very date night, romantic, fun. So that was a fun thing to do. And then another one that we really like is going and doing Peter Pan's Flight. I think both of those just are like kind of romantic and just really calm and peaceful too. So those are some fun ones to do. And then actually, Mark, can you go grab this off the mantle? Our picture? Our silhouette?
Yeah.
What?
Can I tell you, Daddy?
What?
When I'm done eating,
You got a long way to go.
can I tell you this?
Okay.
1 minute.
He's got to show us one thing. Yes. Oh, yeah. Look at the shuttle.
What is he doing?
Where's his wing?
All over here in pieces.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we better go get it and fix it. Might need to call in Russ for some
Shuttle repair.
some shuttle repair. Yeah, oh yeah, that's the other one. The Pinocchio restaurant inside Magic Kingdom. You're inside. Technically, you're like inside the Small World ride too.
Technically.
Yeah.
It's a little glass wall.
And no, Russ, we did not make out on Casey Jr. It is a kid's ride, and it, you know, but it's
Look
sweet.
at
It's
him.
just one of those sweet moments.
He had a bond magnet, a
Oh
real.
my goodness, he's like tearing apart all the Legos. All right, so then this is one thing we would highly recommend, and it's really
On your
sweet.
date night, honeymoon.
It's really sweet for even like for families with your kiddos. And I don't know, like obviously right now, I don't know if they're doing this with COVID, but on
Yeah.
Main Street, they have a shop you can go, and they'll do hand cut silhouettes. of you. It's really incredible to see them work because they do it like you just sit down and in live time they do this silhouette. So I'll show you ours that we got done.
Do you see all the
On our
pieces
honeymoon.
he's doing?
But it was so cool and like
Daddy,
I don't know, really like it really looks like our
Here,
profile.
eat it.
She did such a good job. And it's just such a like sweet little memory. And they'll do like whole families too. She'll cut out everybody and then like lay them all on there.
What is him?
So it's really,
Like,
really a cool
vegan.
souvenir. I think this is probably one of my favorite souvenirs we've ever gotten from the parks. And I think I need to dust it. It's a little dusty from our mantle. Yeah, it's just a really, really cool one.
That's a fun process too.
It's really incredible to
Yeah.
watch them like working in live time, just like I mean, she works so fast.
Apparently, I look like
You
Ichabod
look like a
Crane.
little
What?
Daddy,
Mark looks like a little Ichabod Crane. I don't know. Maybe with the top hat on.
Ah.
Daddy, mommy.
Aw. Oh, and Russ says he has that shuttle. He did a video on it. Well, maybe we'll
Ooh.
have to look at the video
We're
to
gonna have
see
to
how to
look
put
at
it
that
back
video,
together. Yes, love.
It was flying
It was flying,
and then back.
and then bang, it just crashed.
And he had a million that way, and then all the damage.
Million pieces.
And now boom, it's gone.
And now, boom, it's gone. I know.
You will never see the end of the
All
line.
right. So now, since we're over on that coast,
Wally Boo, please be careful.
oh, careful, Bubba. All right, I'm gonna green screen us. Okay, well, you ready to do the snap?
Ready to do the snap?
You ready? Ready?
Mm.
Set.
Yeah.
Whoa! So now we're gonna hop over
To DCA,
yeah, Disney's
Disney's
California,
California
Adventure.
Adventure.
Which I do wonder if they'll eventually change, like if it's not going to be
They're gonna
called
drop
California
California.
Adventure, because there's becoming less and less about it that is
There's
California
Very
Adventure.
little about it.
I mean, I guess Radiator Springs.
It's not- Is that in California?
Well, I think technically it's supposed to be in
Hey,
California.
buddy boo.
I mean, it's on
Hey,
Route
buddy boo.
66,
You need to
so
send
it
me
could be.
your
I don't know if we know exactly where Radiator Springs is supposed to be. I just always assumed it was California.
buddy.
Come
Come on, will you sit up and eat your food,
Here.
please? Come on. Come on, buddy. You need to eat those 3 bites, remember? Nope.
Oops.
There you go.
Okay. So this was a super fun Disney date that we had. This was Wally's like
Wally Boo.
this wasn't his first ever Disney
Three
trip.
bites.
He did Disney World
bites.
first when he was 4 months old. So I think he was 6 or 7 months old when we went to Disneyland with him the first time. And we took this was my nephew's like 8th grade graduation trip that we took him on to Disneyland. And it was such a weird, it was like such a strange trip. Yeah, baby Wally. It was such a strange trip because it like rained. Like it was like a monsoon when we were there.
It was when they had all those flooding and Universal Studios.
Yeah, it was in
got
February.
flooded.
So it would have been like this time of year because it was over President's Day weekend that we went. Babies always look so funny. They're such silly little creatures. And he had like the craziest hair when he was a baby. He had like all this like really long thin hair. He looked like an old man for sure.
And yes, gift shop babies.
Yeah, and Amanda says babies look like aliens.
No, Chris.
Or Chris, yeah. Babies do look like aliens though. Like I much prefer puppies. I think puppies are much cuter than babies. Yeah. But babies are pretty sweet and snuggly. So, but I'm definitely more of a puppy person than a baby
Russ
person.
rolled back to confirm.
Yes, Radiator Springs is supposed to be California along Route 66, but Barrow's buildings were all down 66. Yeah, I thought it was like supposed to kind of be in California, but it blends the whole Route 66 together.
Hey,
Amanda says he's cute. But anyway, so we had this great opportunity because it was super rainy when we were there, and so we like didn't really go into the park. Well, we were supposed to go to the beach that day, and we ended up changing our plan on our itinerary because it just was like super rainy, so that didn't happen. So we kind of had this bonus night in Disney, and we were staying at the Grand Californian, and Mark and I got to go on a date night. So Marcus
date night after having a baby.
Yeah, so Marcus and my mom hung out in the room with Wally, and we got to go downstairs and go on a date night. So we went over to Napa Rose, which is a place that we went on our honeymoon as well. So it was really fun to get to go have like a really fancy, nice dinner. And it was super nice because it was literally like a 5-minute walk from our room to Napa Rose, because where the DVC rooms are at Grand Californian is like you walk out the corridor and you're outside, and it's just like straight over to oh my goodness. So here, let's put some more food in your mouth. How about that?
And you know, the Napa Rose, I mean, I think every
Here, I'll put Wally cam on so that you can show them your creation.
But I think every server is a sommelier. I think that's one of their delineating factors. So, you know, you can see we had great wine on our table. It's just really good. And it's one of Disney's only 5-star restaurants as well.
Yeah.
So.
And Russ says, great, I want steak now. I had grilled cheese for dinner.
Yeah,
for sure. Another fantastic, fancy meal to enjoy. So we really, really like Napa Rose. It's a great restaurant, great food, great wine. So we got to go have this really nice dinner, and we got all dressed up. And then after dinner, we decided, like, I think there was like, the park was open for like 15 more minutes when we finished dinner, and it was pouring rain and really cold. And so we like ran out from Napa Rose
in our
and like around the
dress
corner,
up outfits,
which is a really nice benefit of the Grand Californian as well. It was like you were literally right there at the entrance to
you have a side entrance to DC.
Yeah, you have your own entrance to the California Adventure Park, and you come in right by the like Grizzly River Rapids and Soarin'. So we like rushed through, like went through security, rushed in, like
when you don't have anything.
Yeah, because we didn't have bags and strollers and all the things, and so we just like ran in and hopped on Soarin', and it was super fun. And we were like all dressed to the nines, and everybody was looking at us like, what are you doing riding Soarin'?
Because they're all in ponchos and
everybody else is in like, you know, park garb. So it was really a fun night, and it was fun to get to go ride Soarin' after dinner. So yes, extreme close up. That is for sure. And then I think we just kind of hung out in the park and walked around for a little bit.
You can see how wet it is.
Yeah. You silly. Okay, Wally, no
Wally, you
more.
better sit down,
You
buddy.
can do an extreme close-up, but no yelling, okay? Okay. Can you do a quiet one? And then afterwards, we came back up to the room and got to snuggle with little baby Wally. And I have a
If you-
video. Yeah. Okay. So we were super excited when we checked into our room. So we got there super late when we arrived on that trip. And they were actually doing
Oh my goodness.
they were actually doing
I'll let you drive.
spot,
Okay.
yeah. They were actually doing maintenance on like all the water lines at California Adventure. So there was no water. We like got to our room 12:30 at night after traveling, and they were like, "We're really sorry, but there won't be any water until late tomorrow morning. Here's 2 bottles of water and a couple extra washcloths
For us two, your mom, our nephew, and Wally. Here's 2 bottles of water. Thanks.
But at least we did get an amazing view from our room. So that was like the benefit of getting in late and having no water. We had this incredible view. So after we were done with dinner and had walked around, we came up and we got to watch World of Color right from our balcony. And we had this like giant balcony off our room, and we turned the heat up in the room
Crank the heat
as high as it would go. So it was like super warm and cozy, and we opened the doors to the balcony and we walked out and we got to watch World of Color right from our balcony. So we'll just show a little clip of it. And I was like, I mean, that's not even zoomed in at all. It was just our view. So yeah, it was really an incredible view to have from our room. And we were also like, we could see the Goofy Sky Coaster there too.
Yeah, Goofy's
just right out of our room.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty incredible trip.
Or for you Floridians, it's the Triceratops spin.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
the Goofy Sky Coasters. What? Not
was?
the Triceratops spin, Primeval World.
Primeval World, sorry.
What used to be Primeval World. So
The ride formerly known as.
yes. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Don't break any more Legos, sweetie. Here. Let's eat some more food. You're doing so good. You're almost done. Look at
he want to get the.
So I think those are all the date nights.
Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we were there.
I don't know. Maybe it overlapped.
I'm trying to
with
remember.
them.
Yeah.
It could have been. I
Yeah.
don't know. I remember like when they did a trip to Disneyland, and they did like the Adventures by Disney
Mhm.
tour, because we actually used like that itinerary, the Adventures by Disney itinerary, to plan our trip when we went this last January, and went and visited like Griffith Park and did the Walt Disney Carousel, it's not the Walt Disney Carousel, but it's the carousel that Walt Disney used to take his girls to when they were little, and that's what inspired him to build Disney World or Disneyland. So definitely fun to look that itinerary up and then do all those things when you go to California.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is kind of like a hot mess of pictures. I don't even know. These were just like other honorable mentions.
Call them honorable mentions.
Of fun things we would recommend if you were looking for like
You're looking for a Disney
date inspiration.
Eat
Oh my goodness. You are such a loud child.
Hey, can you eat
know
your
what?
food, bud?
Let's do some
Hey, Zoil's World.
Let's
Thanks for joining
quiet
us.
coloring for a while.
Oh, he told
All
him.
right. I've got it loaded up here. So those were our main Disney date night memories. Now we've got our honorable mentions. Whoops.
There you go.
There we go. And there we go. First honorable mention for a date night or a date.
A date, yes, was a
Disney
cruise.
A Disney cruise.
For sure. And like with or without kids, I would say like even if you have kids, it's still awesome because the kids clubs are amazing on the ships, and so the kids are going to have tons of fun.
They have a whole deck devoted to them. on the ship, which is really cool. I mean, it's really cool that they have their own space. If you ever get to watch some of the videos on how the Disney cruise ships are designed, the floor, like the height of the ceiling on those floors, is actually shorter to make them feel like they are more at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that they're not.
So
It's tiny as they
yes,
are. So this was at Disney's private island.
I like it's one pricey date night. Yes,
Definitely more than a date
Yes,
night, I
yeah.
would say. Just
but while you're on the ship doing a
dinner
at
Apollo.
Apollo,
This is on the Fantasy.
yes,
I'm trying to remember the way the ships are set up. I believe Apollo is on all of them, but Remy is not.
Your guess is
I
as
think
good as mine.
I think Remy's only on the Fantasy and the Dream.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure Remy or Apollo is on all of them.
Yep.
So
it's an upcharge meal.
Yes, so doing a nice dinner.
Yes.
We would highly recommend doing one of those one night and have the kids go enjoy the kids club and then get away and do a nice dinner. Or also you could do a brunch at either Apollo or Remy. We did brunch at Remy and we did dinner at Apollo.
Yeah, because I think we wanted the Italian meal, right?
Yeah.
Apollo gets in Remy's more of French style.
Mhm.
So a brunch,
Yeah.
certainly.
And the brunch was amazing.
Yeah. Whoops.
So we would recommend a Disney cruise for sure. I think it's just a fun way to get a little bit of quiet time, and they have adult only spaces, and then also the adult only beach portion on Castaway Key is fantastic as well. Just a really quiet spot to go, and just walking around the island in general. Like we did the 5K when we were there, but we talked about how it would have been really fun to rent bikes and just cruise around the trail. Looks like we got some new people in here. So Jean and Claire hopped on, yeah.
The Apollo brunch.
Yeah.
So good to do their brunches, and it is an upcharge, but it's definitely
it's
definitely worth it.
It's definitely worth it. Did you welcome these guys here?
Oh no, welcome to Our Dream. Thanks for joining us.
And
oh, here we go. Yes,
I like to do my brother do all this stuff in the kids clubs. I agree, Russ. Like all the kids club stuff sounds so much fun. Like I always want to. I'm like, why can't we do that? I want to do that stuff too.
So then, did I go the wrong? I did, didn't I? No, I went to the right one. So you don't want to spring for a Disney cruise, another date option.
Yes, in Disney World. I think any of the parties are super fun.
Yeah.
So in particular, the last time we did the Halloween party, we did a Disney bound together. So doing a Disney bound or just dressing up in costumes together. And that's what's fun about the parties is that you can dress up as adults.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we just did Disney bounding, so you could do this anytime. But if you want to do costumes, I know our friends, Paul and Stacy, the Disney Romantics, they do some really, really fun costumes for the parties. And then if you haven't checked out...
Good question.
Oh, what's a Disney bound?
Yeah.
I'll say this first. If you haven't checked out Young at the Parks, they also do some really, really awesome like Disney bounds. So go check them out. Michael, he's getting eaten by a porta potty. So a Disney bound is when you dress up to look like characters without like doing a costume. So you like mimic their colors. Or different. Like,
I'm sure I had a hat on at one point during this. But
no, I don't think you did.
Okay.
No,
Because I would have said it would have come off with the Florida heat.
So we did Maid Marian and Robin Hood. So I just did like a green shirt for Mark and did the Golden Arrow Tournament champion on it to mimic Robin Hood. And then mine was Maid Marian, and it's the scene when Robin Hood and Maid Marian are by the lake and there's all the water lilies. And it has the lyrics from the song Love Goes On. And then I mimicked her colors with the pink shirt and then the purple skirt and then did the floral ears. So definitely would recommend doing like a Disney bound or a costume. And then the parties are just like such a fun way to experience the parks. So that's another one. And then this is probably one of our favorite like Disney escapes we've ever had. We did the 24-hour day at Disneyland. And this is one I would definitely recommend pre-kids. I would not recommend it after you've had kids.
Or at least your kids need to be older.
Yeah, or your kids need to be older because
Much older.
It was a very long day. And in the way that we did it too, it was also just such a long day. We like worked all day, got off work, hopped on a plane at midnight, did like a red-eye flight to California, stood in line for 6 hours.
Got in line at 2 a.m.
Yeah, I think maybe it was like 4 hours in line because I think the park opened at 6.
Yep.
And then we did the park from 6 a.m. until 6 a.m. the next day, and then drove to the airport, forgot to put gas in the rental car.
Killed off three credit cards because I kept typing the wrong
we
zip
put in
code.
the wrong zip code because we were so tired. And then flew home and had flight delays. And then it was like raining at home. And so there was a huge accident on the interstate. So it took my dad like an extra hour to come pick us up. So I think all in all, by the time we went to bed, we had been awake for like 82 hours.
No, 63.
Or 63.
It was 63
it was
hours
a
we were
long
awake. Consistent
time. It was like almost a full 3 days. I guess it was
Yeah.
almost 72 hours by the time.
Yeah.
I am hot.
So that's why I say I would not do it
I
before after kids.
Yeah.
Or at least have kids that are old enough that they will let you sleep in, because we definitely slept in the next day.
But one of my fondest memories
Yeah.
from this trip is getting to have coffee with the mouse.
Yeah.
I mean, in Mickey and Minnie's Toonland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have their
Toontown.
Land.
Mhm.
And we obviously had coffee because we needed it at that point. I mean, the park had just opened when this picture was taken.
Yeah, I think it was like maybe an hour.
Maybe
or
an
two
hour into it. Yeah. But yeah, having coffee with the mouse was
Yeah. And I
something
know it
you don't
doesn't
get.
sound fun because it was a long day, but it just was like, it was truly one of the most magical ways I have ever experienced the parks.
Yeah.
And it is 100% what has endeared Disneyland to us.
Yeah.
Getting to like be in the parks for 24 hours straight and getting to be there during such a special celebration, because they also kicked off their 60th anniversary celebration at the 24-hour day. So we got to see the parade for the first time. We got to see the fireworks for the first time. We got to see the World of Color show for the first time, their like 60th anniversary edition, for the first time with, thousands of people that were diehard Disney fans and seeing it for the first time alongside us. And so just the energy was incredible. And I took a couple naps along the way. Mark couldn't sleep.
It's hard for me to sleep in public places.
But yeah, I definitely took a nap in Tomorrowland. And I remember that was like probably around like 10 a.m. I dozed off for like an hour on a table in the Tomorrowland terrace. And when I woke up, it was just a sea of people. I mean, It was literally like shoulder to shoulder. So definitely not COVID friendly.
No.
Kind of weird to like think about now because I mean, it was like
a sea of people.
Yeah. But it was really fun, and it just was like so magical. And
that had to be about hour 15.
Yeah, we did
we did every hour hand gestures. So some of them we were so tired you can't even tell what we're doing. You see like 25 and you're like, no, we weren't there for 25 hours.
And then at 17 hours in, we went to the Plaza Inn. It's the Plaza Inn in Disneyland, right? Or am I confusing that with World?
We do this all the time.
I think it's Plaza Inn in Disneyland. But we had fried chicken at like, I don't know, what would that have been? What's 17 hours past 6 a.m.?
6 p.m. would be 12, so another 5, so 11 p.m.
Okay, so maybe it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe the park didn't open at 6. Maybe it opened at 8 then.
Was it?
No,
because this was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So I think it must have opened at 8. I don't know. But it was whatever time it was late to us because we went up forever. But we went and had fried chicken, which was really fun and just silly to do in the middle of the night.
Will you tell that when you are done?
Mm-hmm. And then at 18 hours, we both did pass out for a little bit under a heat lamp outside of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Yeah.
So it was like so cold and we brought all these layers. And we literally just had our backpacks and
that's it.
Like a jacket and a poncho.
Yeah.
And so it was like really chilly and cold and we got off Pirates and we were both so tired and we just looked at each other. We're like, that heating lamp looks
Oh,
so
no,
nice.
bad.
Let's just sit here for a minute. so we took a
And the cast member was kind enough not to shut it off.
yeah, they were just getting ready to like turn them off, and he let us hang out for a little while, take a heat lamp nap. So that was really kind of a fun memory to have as well. And yes, Russ says, sounds like a typical Walt Disney World trip though. No sleep, walking 50 miles, getting stuck in lines, and killing all your credit cards. Very true. Very true. Let's see. And then this was 21 hours. So we did, I think this was 3 a.m. Was the World of Color show.
Yep. They open at 6.
Okay, so maybe
So we're doing the time right. Yeah.
So we did, there was 2 World of Color shows. You could either do the like kickoff premiere of Paint the Night and then the Disneyland Forever fireworks. And then do the later World of Color. And so that's what we opted for, which I think was the smart choice because like you couldn't, Disneyland was at capacity. So they weren't letting anybody back into Disneyland. But then after midnight, the crowd started to taper off. So then we hopped over to California Adventure and did the World of Color. Yes, it's a little bit of a zombie pick for sure.
It's not a little zombie. That is a zombie pick.
Like, we were like so tired. And World of Color, like there's so much water. They shoot up in the air with all of the fountains. And so we were like definitely a little like wet from that. I remember we pulled out our ponchos just to keep us warm.
Yep.
And then I don't know if I put in any other.
Yeah, there's one more.
Is there one more?
Yep.
Going the wrong way. So there's the 24-hour picture. So that was the very last picture at the 24-hour mark before we left the park for the day. So we made it the full 24 hours successfully. It felt like an accomplishment for sure. And actually, let's see, Ajana Claire is asking, have they done one of those recently? And this was actually the last one they ever did. So they used to do them both Disneyland and Disney World. And this was the last one that happened. I think they had just decided to end them anyway. And it always happened over Memorial Day weekend. And this was the last one that they did. So we were
I think it was just too overcrowded that they felt like they couldn't handle it.
Yeah,
anymore.
well, and what happened on this one, so like the Disneyland this year, Disneyland was packed. Like they were at capacity. But World, there was not that many people there for the 24-hour day. So I think they just, like the cost of doing it wasn't cost effective for them, especially doing it both World and Land and just crowd like projections and all that. I think Disneyland did super well because they kicked off their 60th and it was really pretty spectacular. So if they ever bring those back and you can do that, I would recommend it.
Why do you have to make me the eat my ruler test? I got
Wally, can you eat? Can you just eat and be good boy? Here, look at. You better have one of these.
Yeah, I think now, this is a good question. I'd love to hear it in the chat. I would pay for it as a ticketed event. The 24-hour day?
Yeah, because
I would
it was just park admission for the day.
It was just park admission for the entire 24 hours.
I had a friend who was previously a cruise member, a cruise cast member, and she had like one leftover park ticket, like a cast member ticket, and she gave it to me and was like, you can see if you can use it because I'm not going to make it back before it expires. And they took it. So we paid one ticket.
Yeah, my ticket was the only ticket we paid for 24 hours.
24 hours.
Insanity.
In the parks. Yeah. So definitely one of our.
Night, Amanda. Thanks for joining.
Night. Thanks for joining.
All right. So.
Yes. This was a fun day.
So if you're looking for a morning date.
Yes.
A morning date.
And this really would go for anything. But
and I say a date because you have to be 12 and older.
I think you have to be over 12.
Yep.
To do any of the Disney tours. So this was the Keys to the Kingdom tour. We did this on my 29th birthday. So definitely doing the tours is awesome. I've also done the Walk and Walt's Footsteps tour in Disneyland, and that one's incredible because you get to go up inside of Walt Disney's Firehouse apartment, which is just like full-blown waterworks, just like the raw emotion of like getting to see that and know that Walt was there, like, was really pretty special. But yeah, so we did the Keys to the Kingdom tour, and that was a super fun thing to do too. To go get to do the behind the scenes, and you get to go down in the utilidors, which is super cool.
And ask questions that stump the staff because you're asking like
I
technical
was
questions.
asking about like their networking,
their networking and their screen display softwares and like what?
But we get to have some really fun questions too, like why don't they do the layover on Space Mountain in Disney World versus Disneyland, and if they will ever do like
I think
castle
Russ
transformations.
May have hit it on the head. Why
well,
24-hour
I think
day.
that may have been a big reason why.
Because there were a ton of people sleeping all over the park.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the 3 a.m. nap that we partook was a universal partake. Or no, it was a 1 a.m. nap. Was universally had by attendees. All right, so leaving morning.
Yes, so then that was one of those marathon days as well. So we did the Keys to the Kingdom in the morning. And then this was actually funny because when I was pulling pictures for this, I went back and was trying to remember how we ended up at Trader Sam's, because we love Trader Sam's. Like, it's one of our favorite places in Disney World.
How did we end up there?
We it was totally by chance that we ended up there for the very first time. Like, we had heard of Trader Sam's. We're like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. We should try that sometime. And so at the time, Periscope was big through Twitter. And so people weren't live streaming back then. But there was this thing called Periscope, which was kind of like the preemptive start to live streaming. And so you could do a live stream via Twitter. And so we were on Periscope, and we had done, actually, I think there's another picture that comes maybe before this.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, you didn't include it.
Okay. Well, we had done dinner up at California Grill first. And that was our first time doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So we did the California Grill dinner. It was still my birthday. So we did that and then watched the fireworks. And then when we were done, we got on the monorail. We started a Periscope. And we just asked people, we're like, what should we go do? And we got to the stop on the monorail for the Polynesian.
Yep.
And I asked people, I said, should we get off and go to the Polynesian, or should we keep going to Grand Floridian?
This was back in the early day of Periscope when you just had random people joining your streams.
People.
Didn't even have a clue they were.
And so they're like, get off of Polynesian. Okay. So we're like, okay, we'll get off of Polynesian.
And then they're like, go to Trader Sam's? Or
no, they said, go to the front desk. You can get a lei. And we're like, oh, that's cool. So we went to the front desk. We were on our phone looking like total crazy people, because people weren't doing this as much back then. So we went and got leis up at the front desk, and then we went to Trader Sam's. And
then we're like, what do we do next? And go to Trader Sam's. And so
and it was almost last call.
Almost last call, but also we didn't know where it was. And so people were guiding us via Periscope. They're like, okay, go down the stairs. And
no, I don't think, could you do comments on Periscope?
Yeah.
Could you? Because I know you could tap the screen for hearts.
Yeah, no, I think people.
Oh yeah, there was comments because
they were telling us how to get there, because we didn't know how to get there.
So we went to Trader Sam's, and then it was one of those magical Disney moments, because we get in there, and if you've ever been to Trader Sam's, it's usually pretty crowded. Really hard to find a actual spot to sit in there. Yeah, I think Polly is the best of the 3 resorts in the monorail.
Are we gonna light up hatred on the comments at this point? But yes.
And so we went into Trader Sam's, and we're looking around, and literally the back of Trader Sam's, there's these beautiful booths, this 2-seater booth, comfy,
right
padded,
underneath the Tiki God.
And look, Promise just stopped in, and yes, Polly picks are the best, right? All about the Polly. So we just had this perfect, it was this perfect Disney day that unfolded before us. And so we got to sit there and enjoy all the best of Trader Sam's, and we actually stayed so late that we couldn't get any Disney transportation.
Disney transportation was
It
completely
was all
shut down.
So we had to get a cab because there was no like Uber or Lyft back then. So we took a taxi back to our room, and it was just like such a fun night. So that was our first Trader Sam's experience, and now we just love it. So
Oh, and now we're jealous of John and Claire. This is
yeah, you're gonna love it. It'll be a little different
much jealousy
because
here.
it's under construction right now, but it's definitely one of our favorite resorts. I think we're partial because that's our home resort for DVC, so definitely has a special spot in our hearts.
well, and that was an easy sale for us because it was after this that we hopped on a Disney cruise and sitting through the DVC presentation. They're like, "Do you want to own at the Poly?" And we're like, "At the place we just had drinks? Yeah, let's own there." So we bought it. Bought at the Poly.
That's why I was eating these.
Oh, okay, you're eating your tots. Okay.
He's actually eating over here. So
That's true. Never disturb the beast.
you guys are gonna have a lot of fun there.
Yeah. It's a fantastic resort.
Yeah.
And when the
Awesome
fireworks
pool.
are happening too, the beach is the best spot
Yeah.
to watch fireworks from. And I know Promise is very partial to the Tambu Lounge. So while you're there, Jean and Claire, get a back scratcher.
Yep.
I believe they still have the back scratcher right now during COVID, and it's a really super
Is the
fun
actual back
souvenir. I
scratcher
don't
COVID
know.
safe?
I don't know.
I guess you're going to your
think
back.
they're
You're
still
not going.
yeah, and it's yours.
Yes.
So
Love that candle.
yeah, and it'll be super nice and
Love
quiet.
that candle.
I'll show you our back scratchers later that we have. Yes, it will be nice and quiet right now because of it's under construction, but the pool's still open, and the pool's fantastic, and the splash pad there is the best. Like Wally loves it. Yeah, you love that splash pad, don't you?
All right, last honorable mention for a date night is sushi in the room.
Yes. Yes. So this is a fun Disney story.
And
So
what triggered sushi in the room, honey?
So we
And this, by the way, we're staying at the pointed one, so the
swan
swan.
or the dolphin. I think it was the dolphin.
I think it's a dolphin.
I can never
Pointed
remember.
one's
It's
a
the dolphin. Yeah.
Pointed one's a dolphin.
We got really lucky on that trip too because I have a friend, my friend used to work for
Marriott.
Starwood,
Oh yeah, Starwood.
Oh.
and so she got us the friends and family rate.
I like it.
But when we checked in, I think they thought I was a Starwood employee, and so they had just refurbished all their rooms,
Mhm.
and they're like, "Oh, we just opened this floor today. Do you want one of the new rooms?" We're like, "Sure."
Sure.
And so we were literally like at the point
Mommy,
of
we
the
done-
windows.
We done jump
And we could
right
see-
onto the roof.
We could see.
This is how we jump right onto the roof and then ran into the roof.
Yeah.
I don't think you could jump off the roof and
No.
land in the pool. So we could see the fireworks in Epcot and Hollywood Studios from our room.
Yeah.
So that was pretty spectacular. But when we were like,
I want to go to that.
we were walking to the park, I think we were going to go do Epcot. And it was such a nice sunny day in December. This was the same trip. Yeah, this was my birthday trip. We decided let's go to the water park. We've never done a water park. So we went to Typhoon Lagoon, and I went on the Mayday Falls, the little individual tube ride. And I had my GoPro, and I asked the lady if it was okay for me to film while I was going down the water slide. And she's like, "Yep, no big deal." Because on the cruise ships, they will not let you film at all on the aqueduct or anything. Even if you have a strap, they would not let you do it. And so I was like, "I have a wrist strap. Can I do it?" She's like, "Yep, not a problem." So I'm filming myself, woo, go down the water slide. And I hit a curve right off of my tube. Got the whole thing on film too. So it's a real fun one to look back on. And so just went down the it's graded cement.
Yeah,
on
so it's not
those
smooth.
tubes.
The water slides with the tubes are not smooth, by the way.
Yeah. So I just drug my back the whole way down the water slide. Ran into Mark halfway through. He was trying to get me on his tube, couldn't get me on his tube. So I kept
Kept going.
shooting down. And I hit like another kid, like this
You ended up on
teenage
top
boy.
of another teenage boy.
Yeah, so my I still was like holding onto my tube because I didn't want to let go of it. My tube got stuck around his tube, and so like you can see him in the background of the video, and he's like laughing and having the time of his life. And I'm like trying to maintain my dignity, so I'm like, "Whoa, it's fine, I'm good, I'm okay." Finally, like get to the bottom, the lifeguard's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yep, I'm good, I'm fine." Like it was more, my pride than anything.
White
So
dog.
we limped
White
to
dog.
the first aid. And they gave me a
No,
nice...
wait. If you have an aversion or you're eating food, you're
Yeah.
gonna want to turn away right now.
Yeah.
The look
Hey,
on the
Mommy.
face will tell.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mommy.
Yes.
Hey,
So
Mommy.
they gave me a nice little Band-Aid.
Nice little Band-Aid, and then it's red all the way.
Yeah, it was very,
all the way
very
down.
painful. And it just like turned into this giant scab.
Yeah.
So that night, I didn't really feel like going out.
Yeah.
Mark went and got me sushi and brought it back to the
Yeah, over at the Swan, they have a great sushi and karaoke bar.
Yeah.
So I just walked in and got takeout sushi, takeout wine from the karaoke bar.
Yeah.
A great date night in the room.
Yeah. So,
And then,
you know, there was good things that came out of it,
Mommy,
but definitely
Yeah.
not. It was one of those
I
like
can hold
bad
on
Disney
toe.
memories.
I can hold on toe tight.
You can hold on so tight.
Ouch. Ow. Ooh, ow.
That's okay, then,
Yeah, buddy, ow.
Mm.
Yes, those road rash were specifically tube rash.
Cement rash.
Yes.
Yeah. So
So those were our honorable mentions for date nights.
Mommy,
In
I
Disney.
told that happened.
So yeah, so bringing sushi up to the room is a nice way when you just don't feel like going out.
out.
You don't have to fall off of a water slide
No.
and rip open your back to get sushi in the room. You could just do that anyway. Get takeout and enjoy it back
Got
in your
another
room.
Contribution of
Yeah.
I told.
So
so we don't
that
forget, make sure you hit that
happened.
like button, give the algorithms some love. That's
And we
what they
gotta
like.
spin the wheel.
And we got to spin the wheel. So
Yes, for our bingo card. Maybe nope, I
Nope,
don't think
we're
we can get a
still two
bingo
away.
yet.
Yeah.
Uh
Again, this is
I
not
make
rigged. Wheel of
Hey,
names.
If you did a,
Wait, we gotta share.
if you did a bingo, then I take it to buy a toy.
we'll see about that. Okay, we ready? Okay, let's see what we get.
Gotta spin it
Oh,
over
I
there.
always do that every time. Ooh,
Beep boop.
beep boops.
And the beep boop
All
token
right,
to the
let's go
bingo board.
see. Let's go see where we're
Remember,
at.
check the description to see the
the
survey. Fill out the
links.
survey link and get your bingo card.
I'll pull it up here and see where we're
There's-
at. I gotta pull up all the things.
All the things.
Oh my goodness, I'm like confusing myself. Okay, let me move beep boops over into the weekly token.
Hey, beep boops is in there.
And I'm gonna move
Wally, are beep
baby
boops your favorite thing?
No.
No.
No, it's one of your favorite things. These are all your favorite things. Okay, let me share this now.
Wild dog.
Fire trucks.
We
think I'm just
are,
gonna
we
share this
are, we
whole
are, we
thing.
are, we are, we are, we are, we are, we are, we are.
There, that
This one.
Yep.
Okay.
We are, we are,
Okay.
we are,
So
we
let's go
are,
copy
we-
this onto our bingo card and see where we're at.
Oh, that's a really
Wally
good one.
bingo.
Oh, look at those beep boops.
Let's see, where's beep boops? Oh my goodness, are we seriously?
We're going to be random.
Where's it at?
It's right there. It's down. There you
Oh,
go.
there it is.
Beep boops.
I'm
All
not
right,
making
so
any
we're putting
progress
another
on
L.
this.
It's
Like-
still anyone's game at this
I
point.
know. Now we got we get two
Tart
here.
ice cream, yeah.
No, I was really hoping we were gonna get dinosaurs. I was really hoping for dinosaurs.
Yeah. Again, this isn't rigged. We haven't planned this.
We can't.
Russ may
We
accuse us of
cannot
going for.
control the wheel of names.
Russ may accuse us of going for blackout at this point.
I know. Well, we might end up at a blackout. We'll see. Russ asked that at the beginning. I
Yeah.
blame Russ. He
Hey, theme
cursed
park
us.
vets, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for happening.
Perfect time, right when we spun the reel. Well,
Yeah.
you know,
Didn't
we're
Russ was- that didn't help at all. It,
No.
it didn't help at
No.
all.
No. This game keeps on giving. It's a game that
We're
keeps
just
on
gonna
giving.
keep going forever. So
Well, again, thanks to Dean at the Live Place for
Yeah.
hosting
Adding
us,
us into
adding
that
us into the
community.
lineup. We're so happy to be there, and make sure
Yeah.
to check out his show. Russ shared the link
earlier
earlier out.
and go
Um,
check out everybody in the chat. There's
Lots of channels.
everybody
here.
here is an awesome creator. We love
Yeah.
to support everybody. So make sure you go check out Theme Park Vets and check out Promise Hope. She's got an awesome channel. I think Promise is like our oldest and an original YouTube friend. So I think Promise is like, she's really one of the big reasons why we got into YouTube. So Promise is she's one of those really good humans that you meet in life. And we're really happy to have met her, and hopefully we'll get to see you soon. Promise. I don't know. We're going to be down there in July, so maybe we can try and coordinate a meetup. And Promise gets to the parks quite a bit. So check her out. Check out Zoel's World. Our friend is Jana Claire. And
What in the World with Russ Saturday
Russ.
live stream.
Yeah, his nerd talks are super fun, and he does lots of just super fun collabs. I'm trying to remember, Russ, what you're doing this Saturday. I know you have a different form. I think you're going to be in the parks this Saturday doing a live stream, maybe. So go check them out.
And definitely all of our friends that are in states that are frozen right now. So I guess everyone not in Florida.
Yeah. But yeah, check
Stay
out
warm.
Magic for Four was on there too. Make sure you go check them out, and Not Bad Parents. So
Mommy.
thank you guys.
You want to see a
everybody.
drone crash? Chris has great footage of his drone
Yes.
crashing into a lake. That was exciting.
Really, who else was in here? There was somebody else in here tonight too. Well, Desert Dream was in here. And
Did you
I
hear
feel like
that?
early on there was one other person in here.
That's as far as she goes. It doesn't go back very farther.
But just go check everybody out, because everybody has awesome channels, and check out the live place. Like, we were super excited to learn about that. So really fun to see all the people that are live streaming and get to see that content. So, ooh,
My daddy.
Russ says he might also try and go live from
Ooh.
Disney tomorrow.
Yes, buddy.
That would be
I
awesome.
want to tell you.
Okay, well, we got to say
Aw,
goodbye.
and that's cute. So that's how Russ found us,
Daddy,
Mr.
Aw.
Promise.
Tell you.
She's the OG, Wally fan.
There you go, buddy.
Can I tell you?
Yes.
Okay, we gotta say goodbye
I thought
first.
somebody else was in here too. I was trying to
Yep.
remember who else
Thanks.
has been in here. So check them out as well.
All
All right, Wally's getting antsy.
Yep.
We gotta get off.
We're past our hour. So,
Thank you guys
you.
for watching.
Can I
Yep.
tell you?
and if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified. Oh, yeah, hit the bell icon. Then you get notified
Daddy.
Yes.
next time we post.
Daddy.
We're here live every Wednesday,
Bye.
7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern. This is the wonderful world of Walter.
It was very ready to be done. We love you guys just the way
I'm
you
going
are.
high.
Bye.